Yeah, the state of Michigan now saying the 2024 presidential race now marks the third election cycle in a row where Michigan has seen record turnout.
Around 5.5 million registered voters in our state cast ballots by absentee, early in person, or on Election Day. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson says although there were some issues uploading the counts, the night was a success. 7
News Detroit reporter Whitney Burney talking to voters, taking a look at the voter turnout numbers and how they compare to 2020.
After millions of Americans made their choices at the polls, some now optimistic about the future.
I think for a lot of people who didn't like the guy, who got elected, I guess there's some good news, which is he can't get reelected again, right? But at the same token, I think we all kind of were able to relax a little bit and remember what happened last time. And I think there was a lot of good stuff that happened.
Others waking up Wednesday disappointed in the results.
I'm happy with a lot of results that have come around across the country with abortion in Arizona, but talking just about presidential, I'm feeling hurt and a little betrayed by this country right now.
But all taking another look at the numbers.
I believe a lot of our young people did not vote. I done had too many people tell me our vote didn't count.
While the state is celebrating the third presidential election in a row with a turnout of around 5.5 million voters, in some places like Detroit, there were actually fewer voters casting ballots than in 2020.
But it is a little surprising that things were so close, marginally close, that, your vote really does matter. So every vote matters.
And when the count started, Michigan Secretary Jocelyn Benson's office hoped to be one of the first swing states in the nation reporting 100%, but ran into some slowdowns.
I think we made clear all along that it would take time for counties to report those unofficial results. What we saw over the last 12 hours or so was, particularly in large counties like Wayne, there were no problems with counting or transmitting those results, and that's why we knew things had been tabulated. But it did take a very long time to get the data to upload into the county website.
Benson also says after 9 days of early voting, there was some fatigue among workers. She believes more workers and machinery could make the process even more swift in 2028.
I'll also, I think, attribute it to the fact that everyone was being so careful. We knew the immense scrutiny that this process was under, and I think everyone was very much on edge and just trying to make sure they did everything right.
At this time, there are still about 6,000 outstanding military ballots that, if postmarked correctly and they arrive on time next Tuesday, will be counted. Reporting from downtown, Whitney Burney, 7 News Detroit.